Welcome, everybody, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I'm your host, Mr. Derek.
And I am Shanya Shea Forston.
And we teach people how to start their own independent living facility. That's right. We just take a residential property. We connect with social workers and case managers as our funnel system. And we take people from homeless to hopeful.
Absolutely.
So again, my name is Derek Forston, and my personal independent living facility is called Second Chance Housing. So, and I'm also the thought leader of Forster Consultants, where me and my family, especially this beautiful lady, we go all over the world sharing people the concept of what is an ILF.
Yeah.
How do you get started? How do you be successful at it? How do you scale it? And most important for me and Shay, how many people can we share this with throughout the 50 states to also get started?
To get them going somewhere.
God showed me this many years ago, Shay. He also let me know real fast that I couldn't house everybody.
Absolutely.
And that I would have to find like-minded people that want to get into this, and the people that love God, love people, and love real estate. So if you meet that criteria, you're in the right place. If you tried to start a group home before, but you couldn't because of all the red tape, you're in the right place. If you tried to start an ALF, and again, it was just too much of red tape and state oversight and the fire marshal having to walk through it.
All of the ups and downs,
And now I'm going to let Shay tell you guys how she does exactly what I do, but from a nonprofit standpoint. Ms. Shay?
Absolutely. So same model, same oversight, same education that I get from my coach, which is also my husband. Only difference is, again, I am a nonprofit 501c3. We all have... I have a board of directors. I have all of these different things, but the way I operate my independent living facility is no different from the way you all will operate your own. So again, it's just a structure. It's the actual business setup and structure that makes me different from how you do things. I have board oversight. I do get grants. I do have donors that donate towards what we do. So I'm able to kind of offload some of the financial responsibility of my residents by implementing the reallocating the funds that come into the nonprofit. Back into the housing. So pretty cool. Like this week, Derek, as well as I did, I put $675 into the AC system at my lady's house. So again, thank God for a grant fund from First Horizons Bank. Super, super large and huge thank you to you all being our trusted and valued partners. That is a part of that grant. It is to help maintain the property and also include some other things. And that's where I did not have to go into the finances of the residents. I was able to utilize those funds to help us get that AC fixed. So that's what the Angela Denise Foundation does. And that's how I do it as a nonprofit, and how I'm able to utilize the funding, the grants, or any of the donations that come into my nonprofit to do things like that. House maintenance, making sure that these women have an amazing place to live and they're not hot in the middle of June, and that we get the AC up and working appropriately. So that's how we do it.
I love it. And thank God for that grant that you didn't have to kind of
exactly
come out your pocket to do it. So the timing of that grant was amazing.
Yeah.
Do you want to also talk about the surprise grant that fell into your bank account today that you didn't even know about?
I was actually checking my account this morning and I was like, what is this? Who paid rent early?
And so much of it.
And I was like, somebody paid more than double the rent. Something's not right. And then I go into the actual account and I realized that Walmart has partnered with us for our ladies spa day. That is what we wrote the grant for. And they did donate towards that. So super grateful. Thank you to Walmart. I think it was store 942 here in the Florida region that decided to take part in the Angela Denise Foundation's Women's Spa Day. So it is super amazing.
And shoot a commercial.
I actually am. And I'm going to make sure I have on an Angela Denise Foundation.
Shay gets paid and never has to shoot a commercial. So I think it'd be pretty cool for you to actually do content.
Well, the thing is, I always do a come ride with me. My come ride with me's are always in Walmart because I'm 9 times out of 10 going into Walmart to get things for my ILF. So when I do that, I make sure I do post Walmart because they have partnered with the Angela Denise Foundation on a few occasions. This year alone, I think this is our second Walmart grant. The first one, I believe, was like $500. And then I think we got something else. I'll have to go back in the docs and look. And then now we've gotten another, what was it, $2,000 from from them today. Again, super appreciative because this helps us be able to implement things that we've been, talking about, the things that you all hear us, broadcasting on this platform. So I'm excited. Thank you, Walmart. I truly appreciate you. And again, I'm going to do a ride with me sometime this week and broadcast that and let my team put all of the things that they need to put on it.
Good stuff
for social media.
So guys, man, tonight's going to be super casual. I'm getting a lot of people that are newer to us that's never heard of our DIY. They're like, Derek, what is the
Correct.
DIY?
Yeah.
What is it and what does it do? And I'm gonna get to that. But essentially our DIY is the same coaching that my one-on-one people get for the ILF Master Blueprint. They just don't get me.
Correct.
So the DIY just means simply do it on your own. Do it yourself. But what's cool about it is all the coaching and the curriculum is in it. And we got a lot of stories for people that only get the DIY and become successful. But I'll also say probably 80% of people that buy the DIY, they brag on it, they talk about it, but they all upgrade. They all love it. They say it's great, but it's nothing like being able to call the coach one-on-one to get your questions answered. Yeah. So really briefly, guys, I used to be a poor social worker, and I don't mean poor as in I was eating out of the trash and I was sleeping on the streets, just not having enough. And that's most of our lives, right? We feel like we're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah. We feel like we're living from check to check. And this ministry, this business allows you to break out of that. So I was making $28,000 a year. And God allowed me to see a lady, y'all, that was making 41 grand a month. And she was doing this very thing that I'm going to show you guys tonight. The only difference is that she was doing it in rats and roaches, right? So that broke my heart when I saw that. And I usually take 2 hours to tell this one story, but I'm going to wrap it up in about 16 minutes. So I said a simple prayer. I said, God, why not me? I want to get into this. And I would love to make the kind of money that lady showed me in her cell phone. Because I said, God, I'm trying to support and feed my family. And obviously this looks like ministry to me, but the way that this young lady is doing it is not so. So I said, God, if you let me get in this and be successful at it, I'll go all over the world teaching it. And I said, God, I'll never take any credit. I'll tell the people that I'm not so smart and that I barely finished high school and that my wife tricked me to go to college. And through the grace of God, I finished it and landed the social work job. That's what showed me my dream of that lady housing these people, y'all, in rats and roaches. Meaning that when I get into it, we're going to change the way homeless people are being viewed, and we're going to change the way they live it. So that's my whole setup to this whole thing, y'all. I'm no genius, barely finished high school. Shay tricked me to go to college, but my dream was saw by somebody doing it the wrong way. Yeah. And lucky for y'all, I'm no crab in a bucket to where I don't like to share it. So we got 3 coaching models. The first one is tonight, meaning my free YouTube channel every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. That don't cost you a dime. Now, I do love hearts in the chat. I do love comments. I do love the likes. But essentially, it don't cost you nothing but your time to pay attention. That's it. And then the other coaching is the DIY, and that's what Kayla's talking about. I'm going there next. And then the next one, I'll admit, is what most people want. They want me to hold their hand. Yeah. They want Shay and I to guide them through and be their GPS. How many of you all can drive from your location right now to where I live at without a GPS? None of you. If I gave you an address right now to where I live, none of you can just jump in the car without a GPS. Yeah. Shay and I are your GPS to ILF success. And the hardware soft system or the hardware or the software system that runs that GPS is God Almighty. Yes. So God's behind it. We act as the GPS. You get in that driver's seat. Yeah. And together we go down this journey. And at the end of it, and also during it, we give God all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. Absolutely. That's essentially what this is. And I think I did a good job, Shay, because usually it takes me 2 hours to tell that one story, but I'm done. Shay, go ahead. No, I was just saying it's a lot. What we're noticing too is a lot of people get the initial stuff done by doing the DIY. And then, but it's that ongoing nurturing, the really navigating the space. If you're an overthinker, if you're someone that needs motivation, if you're someone that needs and loves having a support system around you, I think that's what makes the hand-holding program, our one-on-one coaching, so much more
so much more lucrative, right? Because not only do you get Derek and I, you get a family. We really foster family, and that community is not an upgrade to you. It is an actual part of your program. And in that community, you're going to see people congratulating one another. You're going to see people asking and answering questions for one another, as well as us.
People are making money together in that group.
And then we also do what is it? Every third Wednesday of the month, we go live in the group with the community, and we have conversations. We have very candid conversations. Last week, we talked about some really detailed stuff, and I'll give you a little tip on that. We talked about hospice care, right? And we went deep into that. I will not go deep into that here, and how that can, and how it trickles into the ILF, right? And how do you navigate that? We had a deep conversation about that with real life stories, real life instances, and how those things are being navigated. We also had our accountant, the business maven, come in and share some information and details on the importance of making sure that you are set up financially correctly. Next month, we have Renee Scott, who is our insurance carrier.
That's gonna be good.
She is awesome. And it's not even just about insurance. She is so motivational.
Yeah.
Like, if you were at our event last year, it was phenomenal. We were so shocked hearing her, deliver her information. Like, it was so intriguing. It was so informative.
We've been knowing for her for a while.
For years.
I never had her as a speaker. And she lit it up. So she's absolutely going to be speaking in the month of July. We definitely had to choose the verbiage carefully. How many times I tell you all that 75% of my coaching to y'all, for me and Shay, is language and verbiage.
It's communication.
Language is a what?
Locator.
Language is a what?
A locator.
Language is a what?
A locator. People will locate you by your language, right? If you speak negative, you're going to get negative. If you speak with doubt, you're going to be met with doubt and contention. If you say the wrong things or don't know how to rightly articulate what it is that you do, how you're doing it, it can cause a lot of trouble in this space. You can end up in going down a rabbit hole that you do not need to go down, right? Like, prime example, people will start isolating you in the bucket of not independent living, but in group homes, right? They'll start making you sound or need you to structure as if you are licensed. And that's because of poor language. People are using the wrong verbiage, and they're not articulating correctly what it is that they're doing. And y'all, I just kissed my mic.
And look at what they just said. Never mind their first names, because the way I coach y'all, forget about who the lady and the guy is. Pathway to Salvation, PTS or PS. I love the acronym stuff. We found Derek in April, which means probably in May we kind of got down to the nitty gritty.
It's June.
Katara, you can't imagine meeting me and 2 months later where you're at today, because you didn't go through that, Katara.
Right. Everybody's journey. Okay. And that's another thing too, Derek. Everybody's journey is so different in this space.
Everybody's different.
So you've got to be mindful that the Pathway to Salvation, their model, their journey, the things they've traversed may not be your niche, right? It may not happen for you. What took them, April, let's say May, June, a month and a half. We're going to give it a month and a half. We're not even going to say full 3 months, because if you think about the time that it took to set up, establish the business, do all of that stuff that we tell them to do, and now get out there and start calling landlords and getting properties, like, that is a quick turnaround. And that is not a normal thing in some instances, especially depending on where you are located. They are located in California. Well, he's got to get approval first from his accountant.
10%. And as long as my accountant approves
exactly.
The month of July, guys, we're going to 40%.
Yeah, so he has to have a meeting this week.
I'm literally telling you guys to turn this into a job. Right? A sales job. Can you imagine making an extra $2,000 to $4,000 a month? Our referral for the full price of the IMB is like $1,998.50. No, wait, I'm sorry. Boy, I missed that number real bad. $1,998.50.
Right.
Let's just call it $2,000. You make 2 of those a month within 30 days, you just created a whole nother income.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys heard that. One more time, as long as my accountant approves of this, and I'm going to kind of make sure of it.
Bless his heart. He gonna come back limping, y'all.
To 40%. That's crazy. So essentially what I want to do is be a blessing to y'all, but I also want to receive the blessing too. So we're working together. You bring somebody in, and according to what they're paying, we're going to pay you 40% of it. So if they got a sale or some kind of deal, again, that's 40% from that number.
Sale, yeah. And you'll be able to
now at the $4,997 one-on-one coaching.
And you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it in your portal. So where your course portal is, you'll also see your affiliate portal. So you'll be able to see how many people have clicked your links. You'll be able to see how many people have cashed in. You'll see what they cashed in at. So it's not like us just saying, oh, this person purchased and used your link and wink, wink, nod, they did it at this rate. No, you get to see everything in Digital Flow Solutions, in Forston Consultants. So when you go into your portal, when you log into your course portal, you'll see affiliates, and it'll show you like your affiliate links. It'll show you the statistics on your affiliate links, like if you're using them in social media posts, if people are purchasing from the affiliate links that you're posting on your social media posts. I'm also going to have a session with you all once he gets his final approval from our accountant, because I do want to educate you all on how to market, right? How can you market this thing appropriately? Because technically what our system does is it recreates Forston Consultants website and literally has your name at the end. So instead of it being forstonconsultants.com, it's going to be forstonconsultants.com/Kathy B9721. It may be something like that. Always don't ever direct somebody to forstonconsultants.com. Make sure you are using your link. We actually, Derek, and I think I may revive it. We'll see. We may revive it. And we do have an affiliate Telegram channel where our team, when they're doing social media posts, we would push the social media posts to you all and say, hey, enter your link here. And you just went and posted. So again, we kind of got away from that.
And if anybody, because Shay's giving some good stuff, is anybody lost right now in terms of what we're talking about?
Yeah, so
we're literally giving you a business.
Literally, to sell products from us.
Pause, actually, because I don't want this to go over nobody's head. We're giving you all the opportunity, man, to make a lot of money off of just being an affiliate.
Yeah.
We got some people, guys, that don't want to do what we do, but they only sell our products. We got people that sell our VAs, our website service, and the one-on-one coaching. So again, guys, take advantage of that. If you right now don't have a job, congratulations, you just got a job today in sales.
Sure did.
In fact, I got an aunt that I'm getting ready to introduce to it right now.
Yeah.
So again, guys, what an opportunity to be able to help some people and further this mission. Because like we've been telling you all, Shay and I are building right now the ILF Foundation and the ILF Association. Let me use that word actually. And we're going to use a lot of you all that are IMB members as the core in your state. I don't live in South Carolina, so who are we looking for? Who that's gonna be? I don't know, maybe Katara.
Right.
Duh. I don't live in Denver, Colorado. Who would that be? I don't live in California either.
Correct. Who would that be?
Who would that be? Pathway. Right. So this is what we're talking about. So a lot of you guys may not understand this today, but guys, don't get left behind with this movement that we're creating. Yeah. Right. Become family to us. And that's through our one-on-one coaching.
Yeah. One of the things I want to talk about that I am working on, I'm actually working with a organization to help implement some other things for our ILF family. Should have some meetings next week with them. So it's more education, more information to make you better in your city, make you more of a no-brainer to the case managers and the social workers. So I'm excited to kind of get that stuff done and be able to introduce that prayerfully in the next coming months so that people can see that not only are we educating you, we are also getting other things in place to help educate you even further. So that way, when you walk into a place, you have a background in this, you have education on this, you have information on this. So just know that we're doing a lot of stuff in the background, guys. You know, it's not all about just Derek and I teaching and coaching and all of that stuff, but it's also making sure that you all are fully equipped and aware of how to traverse this niche, this market. This is a very unique market, and I want to make sure that everybody is fully equipped with information, with resources to be successful. Not just the training from us, but the education behind a lot of different things when it comes to this market. So super excited about that.
So again, one more reminder that I'm going on vacation, Shay and I both, from June 30th through July 16th, and we'll be back and ready to go. So in between that, from now to then, if you're under my coaching, get on my calendar. If you got questions or concerns, get on the calendar. But what's so good about it, I feel good about going away and not worried about that you're going to struggle, because you still get all the material. And remember, we got a lot of people that get up and started simply from the DIY. So I'm not afraid just because I'm gone for 2 weeks, y'all going to struggle. No, you ain't, because all the material is in your stuff. And we still probably gonna go live on YouTube. That's one thing that we did talk about. We may do a Monday or a Saturday room. Tuesday be out if that falls in anywhere in that.
Right.
No Tuesdays. So if you're new to us or older to us, if you see a Tuesday room playing, I'll just tell you it's gonna be a replay. But it's gonna be something you need to see anyway.
Yeah.
So it's exciting that a lot of you all see our replays and get up and running just from that too. So again, man, appreciate all of you all that just lean into the content. And I got so much respect for people that don't get the one-on-one coaching and you still get up and started because of the DIY, or here lately, that 3-day challenge.
Yes.
So super proud of you all, because again, that just shows kind of what's built into the coaching, that God's behind it, but more importantly, that you put your hands behind it.
Yeah.
And you put the work in without needing me to hold your hand.
Yes.
I really respect that. But I often say this too. I'm the kind of guy that can't do that. I need the one-on-one coaching. I jokingly said, but I'm a little bit of a knucklehead too. I need to be told things kind of over and over before I get it.
Yeah.
But boy, once I got it, Jones family, you can't take it from me. And I'm that kind of guy. So again, you choose our coaching product according to your learning style.
Yes.
The DIY is only $4.97. We cover the tax. That's $3 away from $500. The one-on-one coaching is $4,997, $3 away from $5,000. We cover the tax.
Right.
And again, guys, in January of next year, that price is going to be probably doubled. Because remember, it's on sale right now all year long.
Exactly. Yeah.
Our coach is normally $7,500, but we dropped it to just help a bunch of more people this year. And I'm doing this for the whole year, y'all. And I vowed to that. And I won't change it. So from now to December 31st at 12 o'clock a.m., you can get our one-on-one coaching for $4,997. So I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. Thank y'all so much for allowing Shayna to pour into y'all.
We're going to take a commercial break.
Thank y'all for allowing me to take a PTO. So I put in the PTO with y'all. So thank y'all for giving me a 3-week vacation, June 30th from July 16th.
Till July 16th.
Not for one-on-one coaching, not for discovery calls, none of that. But on the 17th, I'm coming back ready to work.
But just know we've got a team that can take your calls. We've got a team that can help as well.
Community, all of that. My staff's still working. Yeah. I ain't worried about that.
Okay. So let's take a quick commercial break. Ready? Quick commercial break. We'll be back to wrap it up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Derek Forston, Mr. ILF.
And I'm Shanye Shea Forston, Mrs. ILF.
And we're super excited because August the 2nd, we're coming to Columbia, South Carolina.
And what are we doing in Columbia, South Carolina, you ask?
We're going to be teaching the independent living facility model. And again, this is an event, Shay, that they do not want to miss. So what's the dates one more time? August
2nd. And we will be in Columbia, South Carolina. And we will be highlighting an independent living facility owner and operator under the Forston Consultants model that is trailblazing in your city. So do not miss it. Stay tuned for more information. And we look forward to seeing you there. August 2nd, Columbia, South Carolina. You got next.
See you there.
So we're excited about that. But yeah, that's it, guys. We're done. Let me make sure we don't have any more questions.
Guys, make sure that you go and grab that coaching, right? I encourage that. I want to be your big brother. So get either the DIY or the one-on-one coaching, and that's at forstonconsultants.com. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Good night, guys.